Stop the presses! Invictus chair. Don Lindsay just slapped Prince Harry with a bombshell accusation, claiming the Duke siphoned off $30 million in veteran funds to bankroll five-star suites, SUV convoys, and Meghan-approved glam squads. The courtroom's about to turn into a royal demolition derby, and Brand Sussex is skidding toward the wreckage. While wounded warriors bunked in dorms, Harry and Meghan allegedly soaked up $10 million luxury, and German auditors say only pocket change reached the athletes. Now donors are fleeing, veterans are furious, and Lindsay vows to cut off the head of the beast with receipts that could nuke the Sussex empire. Stay tuned. If even one line item proves taxpayer cash mixed with Netflix money, Harry's last shred of credibility goes up in smoke. Dusseldorf's glossy bid promised veterans a $40 million showcase, yet internal audits now show roughly $30 million vanished into velvet rope galas, chauffeured convoys, and security entourages that looked more like a film premiere than a sports meet. Adding fuel, a leaked letter from German lawmakers demands a blow-by-blow spending breakdown after taxpayers learned only a sliver reached the arenas. A local poll splashed across Breakfast TV claims 68% of residents want an independent prosecutor, and the hashtag Hero Money Mystery keeps punching into X's trending box every other morning. Invictus chair Don Lindsay, once Harry's loudest cheerleader, has morphed into Columbo with a briefcase. He's bankrolled a forensic dream team to follow each euro from bank swipe to minibar charge. And German tabloids hint that his lawyers have already subpoenaed 5 hotels, plus 3 chauffeur firms. Insiders whisper that Lindsay set a 45-day deadline before he files in civil court, while a parallel filing could allege actual fraud, an escalation that would drag VIP witnesses under oath and shove royal drama onto primetime news. Hotel invoices leaked on Reddit pin $2,000 to $5,000 a night suites on the Sussex Ledger, plus a fragrant note that they rejected free military housing offered by organizers. Add in private drivers and 24-hour bodyguards, and nearly 24% of the whole budget evaporated before the first medal event. German late-night shows now run split screens. Harry's motorcade gliding past cheering fans, then cut to exhausted athletes wheeling borrowed chairs into dorm-style barracks. The visual punch keeps viewership spiking every time a new receipt leaks. Auditors calculate barely 3%, roughly $122 million, landed on actual sports equipment or rehab tech, forcing some teams to tape names over secondhand jerseys. 3 Nations team captains reportedly run a private Signal chat comparing what they were promised versus the threadbare reality. They are drafting an open letter vowing a boycott of the 2025 games unless the board coughs up reforms sooner than later. One glaring example, a wheelchair rugby squad borrowed tires from a local club because their shipment got stuck in customs. Fans online now call them the duct tape champions, a meme that stings the brand every time it's retweeted. Two senior managers who flagged skyrocketing VIP bills were sacked within 48 hours, sparking whispers of a digital paper trail stash sitting on encrypted drives. Colleagues claim at least one ex-exec holds emails authorizing $40,000 in last-minute security upgrades and will hand them to reporters if the inquiry turns into a whitewash. Morale in the Dusseldorf office sits at rock bottom. Temp contracts aren't renewed, and meeting rooms reportedly empty out whenever Lindsay's new lawyers visit, fearing impromptu interviews. Athletes grouse that Netflix cameras nudged them aside for slow-mo Sussex handshakes. Footage of actual competitions got trimmed to B-roll behind glossy couple shots. If even a fraction of those production costs slipped into the charity ledger, accountants warn it could qualify as misused funds, leaving Harry exposed to clawbacks. Worse, Heart of Invictus fizzled in ratings and critics slammed it as royal-centric, prompting talk that Netflix may recut the unused reels into a scandal special if the audit detonates. The Sussexes' follow-up doc Polo now carries sky-high stakes. Hollywood execs allegedly see it as their last swing before any renewal talks. Germany's nonprofit code forbids mixing tax grants, private gifts, and commercial cash in one account. Yet preliminary bank traces hint all three revenue streams flowed into a single pot. Berlin regulators already pulled 3 years of statements. If they confirm commingling, fines could hit 7 figures and even trigger a criminal referral. Across the channel, UK charity watchdogs are eyeing the same spreadsheets to see if gift aid donors were unknowingly funding red carpet extras. Legal analysts warn Harry could face retroactive tax bills if auditors label the perks personal income. A once-packed sponsor wall now sports bare patches after several blue-chip brands paused renewals, according to charity registry snapshots. A Swiss philanthropist already demanded a 6-figure refund, furious that his endowment may have chauffeured royals instead of athletes. Meanwhile, planners for the 2025 Canada Games juggle a headline £60 million budget, but privately fret they'll run short if corporate logos keep ghosting. And Canadian tabloids just splashed projected overruns on their Since the audit leak, Buckingham Palace websites have quietly pruned Invictus mentions. Neither King Charles nor Prince William has muttered public support, signaling a strategic royal freeze. Courtiers prefer Harry's passion projects stay an arm's length away until investigators hand down a verdict. Palace watchers note that if wrongdoing sticks, the firm can waive receipts of its early step back, shielding the crown while leaving Harry in the media firing line. Invictus once served as Harry's bulletproof halo. Now Canadian authorities reportedly filed notice over a missing $15 million tranche tied to next year's games. Should courts agree veteran dollars funded luxury perks? Netflix may pivot from heroes rising to charity unraveling, and Sussex endorsement deals could evaporate overnight. Most heartbreaking, some wounded warriors now muse about skipping future games altogether, unless spending caps and athlete care guarantees land in writing. Lose their trust, and Invictus collapses, taking the last pillar of the Sussex service brand right down with it. And just like that, the royal facade may be crumbling faster than a Buckingham biscuit. As courtroom chaos unfolds and damning receipts begin to surface, Prince Harry's alleged $30 million diversion of veteran funds is igniting outrage across the globe. The Sussex brand is teetering on the edge, and if Don Lindsay's claims hold up, the fallout could torch what's left of their public trust. Veterans betrayed, donors disgusted, lavish spending exposed. Is this the final chapter for Harry and Meghan's carefully curated image? Subscribe to Sienna's Scoop for the real stories the palace doesn't want you to hear. And don't miss a second of the royal reckoning. If Harry really used charity money to fund luxury hotels and Meghan's glam team, should he face criminal charges? Sound off in the comments.